Alright guys, what's going on? Back again with another video, so let's get started. So Facebook decided this week to ban some controversial figures on their platform. Roll the clip.
Yesterday, Facebook and Instagram banned Jones, Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan, and alt-right personalities Milo Yiannopoulos and Laura Loomer, all of whom have used the site to spread anti-Semitic or anti-Muslim content. Facebook did not provide specific examples. Paul Joseph Watson, an editor at InfoWars who was also banned, says he broke none of the platform's rules.
This is punishment. This is a political purge. This has nothing to do with hate.
The company's official policy bans hate speech that fosters, quote, intimidation and exclusion. And a Facebook spokesman says the site has always banned pages that promote or engage in violence and hate, regardless of ideology.
Okay, so I mean, I don't really see a problem with it. If they deem that those people with their rhetoric are inciting violence towards a specific group of people, yeah, get them off the platform. I know people are going to say freedom of speech, but Facebook is not a government entity. They're a private company. I mean, they're publicly traded, but they're their own company, so they can make their own rules about their platform. So, and you have to abide by their rules. At the end of the day, it's still not going to do anything. I think the reason why Facebook is doing it is because they've been in news a lot recently, especially Mark Zuckerberg has been, subpoenaed by Congress to come and talk about what's going on there. But those prominent people like Alex Jones, Louis Farrakhan, they're still going to have their followers. Their followers are going to go. That's why they're called followers. They follow you wherever you go. So even if they're not on Facebook, I'm guaranteed whatever site they're on, they're still going to have their followers. Whatever message that they have to spread is still going to get spread. It's just not going to be spread through Facebook. So, and that's Facebook's take on it. And I agree. Moving on to the next story. Have you guys heard about this runner, Caster Semenya? She's from South Africa. Roll the clip.
There is a growing backlash over a landmark ruling against Olympic gold medalist Caster Semenya. The sports world's highest court ruled yesterday that Semenya must take medication to reduce her unusually high testosterone level if she wants to compete. The court called its decision on the South African runner acceptable discrimination.
For 10 years, Caster Semenya has been trying to outrun a global controversy that's threatened to cut her career short. The two-time Olympic champion has repeatedly been forced to verify her gender and battle claims that her naturally elevated testosterone gives her an unfair advantage. The ruling bans women athletes like Semenya with testosterone levels above the average female range from running distances up to a mile unless they take potentially harmful medication to reduce that testosterone. Law professor Steve Cornelius says this is immoral. So immoral, he resigned last year from the IAAF in protest.
You're actually taking a healthy person and turning that person into a patient.
Semenya's response has been brief and dignified. For a decade, the IAAF has tried to slow me down, but this has actually made me stronger, she said.
So I think this is completely unfair. The court is basically trying to say that because her body produces high levels of testosterone that are above what an average woman gets, she has an unfair advantage. But she's an Olympic level athlete, so she's competing at the highest level for her sport. So there's nothing average about her. Like, I don't know if people actually understand my thought process. She has a condition that makes her produce, maybe she has a condition, it hasn't even been confirmed, but people believe that she has a condition that makes her body produce more, naturally, produce more testosterone, but that doesn't guarantee that she's gonna win. I mean, when you're competing, you want to compete against the best of the best in whatever you're doing. So for the other competitors, if they want to be here, they gotta train harder. I don't see how her having high levels of testosterone naturally is any different from someone who has long arms, or somebody that's 7 feet tall, or somebody that has a long torso or whatever, like, or they have increased lung capacity so they can breathe more, so they can do more. Like, Like the court in this case, in my opinion, is simply they're targeting her. It's basically targeting her because she's winning and she's dominating, and there's nobody that can crush her. Like there's nobody that's even close to her, which I think is completely wrong. I think that if you want to compete at the highest level, you have to train that way. And if you have someone at the highest level like her and you want to beat her, guess what? You gotta train to beat her. Just because she has high levels of testosterone doesn't mean that she's gonna automatically win the race. I don't know. Like that really was like, I don't know. That to me is just like unfair. You work your whole life at something, you achieve it, and then you have somebody that tells you, oh, you have an unfair advantage because of XYZ. That makes no sense. No, that person worked hard. That she worked hard to get to where she is. Just because she has testosterone, more levels of testosterone than the average woman, doesn't mean that she's like better than everyone else. She works hard. I don't know. Moving on to the next story. So the trailer for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was released. Roll the clip.
Gotta go fast.
Minutes ago, an energy surge knocked out power across the entire Pacific Northwest. This needs someone who can figure out exactly what we're dealing with.
You're not suggesting who I think you're suggesting.
We have no choice.
What the? Are you in charge here?
Yes, I am.
Nope!
I'm
wrong. I'm in charge.
Allow me to clarify.
FPD! Meow? Oh, come on. Okay, pal, I want answers. Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet. Oh, is that all you got?
No, but thank you for asking.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what they're doing with this movie. Sonic, was pretty big in the 90s, with, I believe it was Genesis. I don't even know. Sonic was a pretty big character in the 90s, so I get it. They're trying to cash in, trying to, make money, whatever. I can't blame them for that. But these graphics in 2019, no. We can't do that. Sonic, like, why does he have teeth? His teeth look weird. So, I mean, the director already came out and said that they're going to basically redo the whole movie with new effects. But the internet has already decided that this is trash. So, I mean, even if they redo the movie, you already showed us the first trailer. So, I think it's kind of, I mean, I don't want to say it's all trash. I mean, because Jim Carrey's in it. Jim Carrey's always good in anything he does, but this is not gonna be a good one. This is not, yeah. So, but let's move on to the last final story. So, like I talked last week, Avengers Endgame came out, and I said 1 whole week has to go past before spoilers will be talked about. So 1 week has passed, so now I'm going to talk about it. So I did see the movie last week. Endgame to me did not end right. I'm just going to be 100% honest. Like, I liked Infinity Wars. Well, first of all, I'll show you guys some clips. Go, just run the clip.
If we do this, we'd be going in short-handed.
Yeah, you mean because he killed all our friends?
We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
The movie was okay. Okay, if I'm comparing it directly to Infinity Wars is way better than Endgame. The main things that I did not like about Endgame is that it relies heavily on time travel for their plot. Now, in any case, like if you've watched any movie or TV show where they use time travel, it always becomes very, very confusing about what is going on. Because basically what they did is they went back in time to go get the Infinity Stones throughout all the different various points in all the other 21 whatever movies that there's been in the last 10 years. Okay, to try to undo what happened in Infinity War. But then in doing that, and then, you know, obviously they have to succeed because it is a Marvel's movie. But in doing that, does that mean that Infinity Wars, what happened in Infinity Wars doesn't happen? Or are there certain people that already knew what was going to happen? Like, you see, like, it was just very confusing. Another thing I didn't like about it, Captain America at the end of the movie, he goes back in time to the 1940s to be with his girl. I'm like, what? After Avengers, Age of Ultron, Infinity Wars, or no, not even Captain America's Civil War, he goes back in time to go live in the 40s, and then he comes back to 2019 or whatever year it is in the movie. I'm not even sure what the year it is at the end of the movie. And he's like an old man. Like, he's like over 100 years old, just like there, and he gives away his shield to Falcon. So I guess Falcon's now the new Captain America. Okay. What else did I not like about the movie? Oh, like, the movie, I don't know, like, it was okay. It just, like, the ending just didn't sit right with me. Like, I don't know why, it just didn't sit right with me. I talked to some of my friends who also saw it. There's not one person that I know that was like, yeah, that was a great movie. Like, everyone's kind of like the same like me, like, it was okay, like, you know, but oh well, you know, I made $1 billion, so what do I know? I'm just a talking head on the camera. But thanks for head, idiot. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good day. See you later.